Hello. Today I'd like to share some thoughts on letting go. Now, I've been letting go of stuff for over 50 years, and I'm amazed that the topic came up for this video. I'm like, really? Again? Still? I've been doing this in earnest for the last 3 years, for sure. So I'm feeling my way through this, and what I came up with is a reminder of the cow story. You may have heard it before. It's good to hear again. This story, which my friend Solar included in her surf report several years ago, caused an emotional reaction in me that set me on a course of feeling and thinking that changed my life. It's an old Spanish folktale from Argentina called La Vaca, the cow, a great message. Once upon a time, a wise master and his young disciple went on a long journey. Late in the afternoon, they arrived at a small, shabby hut with an impoverished family of 8. The father invited them to stay for the night if they didn't mind sharing the small space with the impoverished family. The wise master noticed that in his family everything revolved around a single cow that they owned. The neighbors respected them because they owned a cow, and all of the family's conversations revolved around the cow. Did it eat today? Did it receive enough pasture time? Did someone take it out? Has the cow been milked? Was it tied securely for the night? Yet the small amount of milk the cow provided them was hardly enough to keep anyone alive. The wise master and his disciples slept together with the family on the floor and got up quite early the next morning, well before dawn, while the family was sleeping. Before they left, they went behind the house where the cow was tied. When the wise master pulled out his dagger and unexpectedly killed the family cow, the disciple was in a state of absolute shock and could not believe what he had just seen. Master, what have you done? He cried. This cow was the only possession of this poor family. How will they survive without it? Without an answer, the master quietly walked away, and they continued on their journey. A year later, the wise master and his disciple returned to the same area. They looked around but could not find the shabby hut that they'd stayed at before. Finally, they discovered that where that shack had been now stood a much newer, better, beautiful home. The father of the family came out of the house to greet them, clearly in a much better condition than a year ago. He wore clean clothes. He had a smile on his face. He told them how desperate they had been when the cow was found dead. But we realized we had to do something, he said, if we didn't want to starve to death. So we immediately cleared some land behind the house and planted some vegetables. Soon we could eat well and survive our harvest, and the plants grew so well that we also had extra vegetables to send to our neighbors, and then more to sell in the market in the village. So finally, we had some money, and even more money came in until we could afford to build this new house and live a new life. What moved me about this story was that we all have a cow in our lives in some form or other. Our cow is something we deem vitally important, something we're deeply attached to and feel is necessary for our survival, yet it's actually something that holds us back. Most often, our cow symbolizes something that we can't consider letting go of because we identify so completely with it. Even sometimes for our financial security, we feel we cannot replace it. We feel it defines us, it makes us who we are, fulfills us at some level. Our cow also represents the excuses we make to others and ourselves when we can't make the changes we want in our lives. But once we recognize what represents the cow in our life, and that may take some time, it sure did for me, we can't imagine living without it. We can't imagine how we could survive. Goodness sakes. And yet now the energies are with us to really let go of our holy cows. True, this is a scary thing to do, especially when it appears that there is no visible benefit for us. Sometimes our cow is killed for us. Just like in the story, we lose our job, landlord sells the property, and we have to move, or a relationship suddenly changes. The voluntary relationship, it's really voluntarily letting go really seems harder. It makes us, because it makes us feel good. Our cow makes us feel good. We're honored in the world or needed or whatever. Yet we can feel we're in a time of forced change, and change we must, one way or other. We may not like it. We may be frightened by the consequences, and it might be damned hard. Yet let go of our cow now is our ultimate benefit. Believe me, I know. I know. I'm already there. I've been there, and still there's more. Once we decide to let go of our cow, we don't try to replace it. We wait. We be patient. And then we'll find that our creativity is freed up, our energy is freed up. What has been so focused on the care and feeding of our cow is released. Letting go of our cow shifts our energy to a totally new perspective. We expand and we can't really see anything until we actually release our cow. We need to go through the center of our fears and insecurities and trust that even though there are not any physical signs of our next step will be, we trust our heart's knowingness and step out with love and trust. Dear ones, love and trust. Those are my motto, right? I hope you find value in considering letting go of more than you think you can. I did. I am still. Thanks for listening. Aho.